I think that was just me.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're good. Hold on 1 second. Let me just check on my laptop, and then we'll get started.
Okay, buddy.
All right, let me make sure that I can hear myself.
Okay, buddy.
Yep, we are good to go. All right. So people will start joining us here in a second because everybody's excited to hear your story. I mean, so you got well, we're not going to get right into it, but first tell us who you are, a little bit of your background, your hobby, what you like to do, and we'll kind of go from there.
Okay, so I'm Jonny. I'm 27 years old. Was born in Israel and moved to Canada 2 years ago. I've been doing breakdancing all my life. I think nobody knows that about me, but that's what I've been doing. So I'm a dancer. I've been dancing since I'm 7 years old.
Wow.
And yeah, I made most of my money growing up as a dancer. So I used to teach, I used to perform. That was my job 24/7. So I think I had like 2 real jobs. One was McDonald's.
Really? You worked at McDonald's?
I worked at McDonald's when I was, I think, 17 years old. That was my first job, and I got fired from this job.
What did you do there to get fired from McDonald's? Come on.
I just was going to the back of the store and just pretending like I'm doing something, and I wasn't doing anything because I felt so ashamed of wearing that stupid hat. And usually that's not what kids that age think about, but that's what I was thinking about. I'm like, oh my god, I can't stand here with this stupid hat and just working all those stupid fries. Like I just couldn't do it.
So you were the one like putting the fries in the oil and
that was supposed to be my job. So that's
supposedly right.
And I worked in a hotel, and I was doing only night shifts, and they caught me just doing other stuff while I supposed to do actually like what they gave me to do, and I was falling asleep. And
what a story!
And that's it. It's just I realized that it cannot go this way anymore, and I have to find something else to do. Of course, my parents are traditional. Like my mom and my dad is like Russian, so
they're Russian.
They are Russian, yes.
And so they're Russian, and you were born in Israel, and now you're living in Canada.
There you go. So I can speak English, Russian, English.
Wow. So how did they get from Russia to Israel? That's interesting.
So they're Jewish, right? And as a Jewish person in Russia, you get a lot of like, I guess you can call it bullying, and just people are being nasty to you, and they always remind you that you are a Jew. And just treat you differently. It's a very hard place. Russia is not a nice place. Well, it depends where you live. I guess where my dad and my mom lived was not really nice, and back in the day especially. So they were offered a really good packages and help if they moved to Israel, because Israel wanted to get all the Jews into Israel, to the promised land.
Right.
Little do they know that when they will come to Israel, they will still be treated as Russians in Israel. So no matter where they go, it was hard for them, but they are still in Israel, man. They still love it, and I guess that's it. But for me, I wanted to get out of there because life in Israel is pretty hard.
Right.
So yeah.
So how did you make the transition from like the Middle East, like Israel, right there, like where Jesus was born, over to Canada?
Okay, so it's a crazy story. Basically, I went to Canada first time. I never been in North America before. It was 2.5 years ago to visit a friend. And while visiting this friend, I went out and met my wife. And I had to go back to Israel because I had a visa for a month, but we really clicked it. And I convinced her to come to Israel. She never flew before by herself, but I convinced her to come to Israel by herself. And then when she was there, I told her, okay, we know we want to be together, right? But we can't play the boyfriend and girlfriend right now because we live so far from each other. So we have to get married. So I ordered tickets to Cyprus and got her on the plane, and we got married.
Wow, just like that.
just like that. That's how stuff happening in my life, just like that.
That's awesome. And from what I understand, you also teach jiu-jitsu to children, right?
There you go. So that's my hobby. I think like every person, besides his main thing that he does for life, he needs something for his soul. And jiu-jitsu gives me that time for just like forgetting about everything.
Right.
Because literally all I've been doing it's not just the last month since I joined your course. It's before. It's just hustling, sleeping 3 hours a week, and like I said, I look up to you a lot, Daniel. I think you know that, and not only me, a lot of people. Like what you gave is amazing, but I can speak a lot about how amazing you are. But one thing that I find you and me like in common, we are addicted to what we do in a way. I don't feel like it's a job. I feel like I'm having fun. I'm having too much fun doing what I do, and I don't have a lot of time to other stuff. I'm married, but I don't have kids. Lucky for me yet.
Yeah. You just wait for it, especially girls. Girls will...
Especially girls. There you go. I'm scared of that, man. So for me, jiu-jitsu, it's just that place that I can, for an hour or 2 hours, or if I teach, because I'm teaching as well, I teach kids program, I can do something else and not think about clients, hustling, emails, campaigns, all those crazy stuff that we do, because it is crazy, man.
Right. No, it definitely is. Right. So what I mean, so you're a dancer, you do jiu-jitsu, you teach now as well, the kids. Like, I'm sure you didn't stop all that and you went straight to Facebook. I mean, like, kind of how did you get started with like the online marketing that we're doing now?
Okay, so like the thing is, I've been doing sales for most of my life. I opened my first business when I was 20. I took all my money that I had from my mom, saved this money for me for I don't know, going to university, buying a car, buying a house. I took all this money and I invested it in opening a studio, dancing studio with my friend. So that was my first time of actually going into the world of like business. I didn't know anything.
Right.
So I just went for it and I lost all my money in 2 months. All my money that my mom said.
Wow.
Yeah.
That fast.
It was crazy experience, and luckily for me, I just got out of it with being smarter and nothing like really serious.
Right.
And I've been organizing a lot of events, breakdancing events, and actually inviting dancers from abroad to Israel. So it's like dancers from like movies, from like Step Up and all kinds of, yeah. So I've been dealing with that, with actually speaking with them and inviting them. It's all together with one of my friends. We did all those stuff together, and luckily for me, I grew up with a lot of rich friends, or their parents are rich. So a lot of guys don't know Israel, but Israel is full of business people. And there's a lot of sharks. And just growing up, sitting with the parents of my friends, I heard business talk all the time. And they didn't care. I could ask them everything I wanted, and they would just go on and on. I'm talking about really rich people. That's what they love to talk about. So I was like getting a lot of those stuff. And I've been doing internet marketing as well for a long time. Like I've always, just because I said I couldn't work at a normal job, I always have to think like, how can I make money without physically going to a place? So that's how the whole world of internet marketing opened. I got courses worth thousands of dollars. I invest so much of my money in learning, in courses, for a long time. So if it's copywriting, if it's building websites, like I'm always on Google, I'm always searching, always on Reddit, always reading. So I've been doing this type of stuff for a long time. I had an e-commerce store that I opened and did really, really well before. I used to do coaching, so I used to sell coaching packages. I've been doing those stuff for a long time. I've been hustling for a long time.
Yeah, you've definitely been around the block for sure with the whole online marketing.
Yeah, I'm only 28, but I've been doing it for some time now.
Right.
I've been on computers since I'm a kid.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I got my first computer when I was 13, and ever since I've just kind of been in that.
There you go. And the thing is, like, my wife, and I think your wife as well, just from what I've been experiencing so far, they're not really computer people.
Right.
So they cannot understand the obsession of sitting on the computer and just spending so many hours on the computer, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I did a live stream the other day, and me and my wife were there in the car, and I asked her, I'm like, "Do you know what I do?" And she couldn't answer it. She had no idea what I did.
It's just they are in a different realm, my friend. They're in a different world, right?
Right. I'm sure everyone watching this can agree to that.
There you go.
So what made you switch, like, from, doing like the online marketing that you're doing to even thinking about, like, okay, let me try Facebook and see how that goes? So, like, how did you make that transition?
Okay, so one of my best friends from Israel, he's just killing it online. I don't know if I'm allowed to name drop. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
Okay, so his name is Ben Malol, BenMalol. If you guys want, you can go on YouTube and he gives free training about Facebook advertising. So he's been doing it more for e-commerce, but he's a really young guy and he's super successful. He makes thousands of dollars every month, like a lot of thousands. Is a guy from Israel like me, is a very good friend, and he basically did, I think, 6 hours with me one-on-one and just explained to me everything I needed to know. And because I wanted to open a shop, like, I saw a lot of people doing Shopify stuff, and he's very successful, and luckily he didn't ask me insane amounts and everything. He just did it because he knows me really well, and he helped me. And I took those 6 hours and I did everything I did till now, just with those 6 hours.
Right.
The thing is, most of the stuff that he told me are online for free. Right? If you search good enough, there's a lot of cool stuff online for free. So after he did that, I don't really remember how I got into your course, but I did see, I think, Dan Henry doing really, really well.
Right, and that's who I learned from, and he's been great. He's already passed like $1 million and so forth. So give mad props to Dan.
He's a very, very successful guy, and it also shows me, even with my success so far, which I get a lot of compliments on, it just shows me how many levels. And it's not really about the money; it's about just doing what you love and doing it to the best level, right?
Right.
It just shows me how far we can actually go with the stuff we do. So anyways, I saw his course, and then I saw that you gave a webinar, and I'm just a person, if I vibe with something, I just put my money on it. I like the gambling mentality, and I gambled a lot, and I did a lot of mistakes with this mentality. But once in a while, something good is happening to me. And I think, like I said it before, and it's not because I'm your student or anything. It's really my honest opinion. Your course is, I think, it's probably the top 2 in my top 2. And I did a lot of different courses. I get the most value out of. Right? So your course has been mind blowing to me because the amount you pay is so low.
It's very little compared to like other. I think what other people are charging, which is like in the thousands. So. And I'm all about
for theory. They charge for theory. They don't really show you what they give you a theory, which is good, but most people, they can't take theory and make action out of it. They can't.
Exactly.
I can. Most people can't. 90% of the people, you will explain to them how to do something, but they still can't do it unless you show them. And your course is like, it's almost like you're doing the work for me. It's almost like you're sitting in my computer next to me and showing me step by step what to do. So if I follow what you do,
I
make money.
Right.
That's insane. Like,
so now let's talk about like what you just said. Like, you make money. So, but before we get into, the crazy approach that you do that other people think don't work, how many paying clients do you have right now, and like what's your monthly revenue looking like so far within like the 3.5 weeks that you've been in the course so far, right?
Yeah, I thought it's more, but when you told me it's actually only 3.5 weeks, it's
hey, hasn't even been 30 days yet.
It's crazy. I know, because did we even pay for the next round of like payments for you? I don't think so.
I think you might be coming up soon.
Crazy. Anyways, yeah, so I have 8 paying clients which already passed the trial, and I make $13,500 a month.
14 or 13?
13, one free, sorry.
13,000. So $13,500 with 8 clients.
With 8 clients.
And like, I guess so. So like, I mean, like the first day that you started my course, I mean, like, did you already go off and start, using like the methods that you'll talk about here in a little bit? Did you start using those methods right away, or like how long did it take before you actually started like seeing like that snowball effect?
Okay, so 2 stuff basically happened to get this to snowball that fast. The first thing is that, like I said, because I moved to Canada not long ago, I tried to post at my feed like just the curious student method, or just like, hey, I'm looking for a company to do a trial for, I'm learning Facebook ads. Nobody even like answered me because I have no people. I have no local people.
Right, and that's the thing. Again, remember, you're in Canada. Where are you in Canada? Because I have no idea.
I live in Mississauga. It's a city next to Toronto, so just 20 minutes from Toronto.
Okay, got it. All right, so you're way up north in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have no one. Like, how am I gonna get my first client? That was the thing that I thought about all the time. Because if I can speak to them, even though I felt a little bit uncomfortable with my English, and I think I wrote it in a group couple of times, that went out really fast because all I had to do is just do a couple of calls, and I felt really comfortable straight away.
Right.
So that's one thing that I see other people that they are afraid to speak.
You can't be afraid. You gotta take action. I mean, and this is live proof. I mean, your parents are Russian. You're born in Israel. You moved to Canada.
My third language is English. My third.
Yeah, your third language is English, and yet you can still get $13,000 of revenue within 3 weeks.
There you go.
I mean, there should be no reason why especially someone born here in the United States cannot duplicate your success and go even beyond that.
Like I say, I don't do anything advanced.
Right.
I don't. Nothing that I do is advanced. Everything that I do, every person can do, if you know what to do. But it's nothing advanced. There is no coding. There is no anything crazy. Like, to be honest, you have to know the part of the Facebook advertising, of course, and your course give it. So with your course, in a week, you can be a professional, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
A week, and you know more about Facebook ads than a lot of agencies.
I mean,
okay.
Yeah, speaking about agencies, most agencies, they deal with SEO, AdWords, I mean, which is good, because I've done that stuff too. But
it is working, right?
To help, my thing is to help local businesses be able to generate revenue as quick as possible and be able to track it. And with Facebook ads, it's the best platform as it is right now. So
it's like the 8th wonder right now, right?
Yeah, or the 9th, or whatever it is. So okay, so kind of tell people. I mean, now, again, your method that you use, a lot of people think, oh, I'm not going to do it because it's spam, or it doesn't work, or people are not going to respond. So I'll let you explain to people how you were able to get so much recurring revenue with 8 clients in less than 3 weeks.
Okay, so this is my mentality. I'm coming from a country which is, the mentality of most people is to do and not to think. It can be very bad in certain situations,
right?
Can be very good in others. If you guys know, from Israel, there come a lot of technology developments. Very advanced country in technology, in medicine, in everything. Okay? Now this is why I'm telling you, you guys can do it easily. I barely finished high school, okay? Barely by the teeth. My mom fought the fight for me. If it was up to me, I would fall. I was bored. I was sitting in class. I'm ADD. I couldn't listen for 1 second for what the teacher says. It bored me to death, okay? So it's not like I'm some kind of a genius. let's not talk about university of college. Nothing close, guys. Nothing close.
Speaking about college, I went to like 4 or 5 different colleges, and I only finished one, which was my law enforcement academy in Florida. But obviously, I'm not a cop, so continue.
Who knows? So just like I'm saying, I don't read into stuff too much. I try first.
Right.
Okay, I don't know about rules. Maybe I should know, but I don't know. Okay, I don't read into the stuff. Don't forget, I just moved into this country, and all I know is that I don't have a job, and I didn't have a job, right? I just need to make money as fast as I can, so me and my wife can breathe a little bit because we're in debt. Okay.
Right.
So when you have this type of mentality, all you want to do is to make money. So with that being said, if you guys want to make money, okay, really want to make money, not excuses, money, this is how I did it, okay? I used cold email marketing. Now, I didn't know a lot about it. Sorry?
I said, ooh, those words. A lot of people, when they think of cold email, they're like, oh, no, not cold email, but...
You know what? This is the reason why it's good that I didn't read into it too much, because I never heard this opinion about cold email marketing until what you just told me, and I saw a couple of days ago somebody wrote it, or you wrote it even.
Right.
I didn't even know people don't think it doesn't work. I just tried it because I had no other option, right? So guess what? It does work. It does work. Like I went on Google, and Joseph from the group helped me a lot with it as well.
Right.
I went on Google, and first I just started researching, and after that I actually took a course together with Joseph that explains the basics. Okay, I found a way to get emails, and in my mind I'm offering a business a good opportunity. This is how I look at it. I don't look at it like I spam a business. Okay, I look at it like I give them a good opportunity to make more money. If I was a business, if somebody offers me an opportunity like that, I would at least check that out. So I didn't feel like I spam anyone, so I didn't feel bad about it. I actually felt good about it. I'm like, oh, look, I offered them like an amazing opportunity.
Right.
That's what I did feel, because I believe 100% in the power that you gave me to attract leads to a business. Okay? And it's if you don't feel this way, it's very hard to close a deal with a customer. If you feel like you're doing something wrong, you will have a hard time closing a deal. I felt like I'm doing something right. So I got a bunch of emails. I show the methods in the group a lot of times, and if you guys want to know how I did it, it's all there in Daniel's paid group. So
right, yeah.
Okay, so
you actually did a video and you showed the students and what it is that you did. So
there you go. No secrets. It's all out there.
Right.
So every person can go and duplicate what I did to get the same results, right? Mm-hmm. So I just got a bunch of emails, wrote a nice offer that is not focusing about me. It focuses about what I can do for the business, okay? So how the business profits from my offer. And guess what? I got a really nice response rate. Like out of 100 emails, I used to get like 5 replies, 6 replies of people that saying, yeah, I'm interested. Can you give me more information?
Right.
Right? That's a really good rate. The next message would be, hey, let's talk about it more. What is your phone number? Or I send them a Calendly link, like I did a couple of times.
Right, maybe get them on the phone.
You get them on the phone. And once you get them on the phone, they are not a stranger anymore.
Right.
Okay, that's the key. A lot of people keep messaging on emails. For me, it didn't work because they start asking for details, and I write it, and they just disappear. So I get them on the phone straight away. Now, another thing that worked for me that I will share with you guys right now is I started messaging the personal page, the Facebook page of, let's say we go for dentists. So I go and I search for their Facebook page, and I post straight like a private message with a video of me. It's a personal video. So I say the name of the clinic, everything, and I show them step by step what I do and what I can do for them. So I show them an ad, I show them the funnel, I show them how the automation thing works. So they can take everything I show them and do it by themselves.
Right.
To be honest,
but
they can.
But they won't.
But they won't. They're too busy. They don't care.
Right.
But they like the extra effort. Okay. And usually they like how the system works because we know it works, right? So when you explain to them, it's all about education. When you explain to them how it works, they have a way bigger chance to actually say yes to you.
Right.
This is, by the way, how I skipped a couple of times, how I skipped trials. When I show them actual results of mine that are like in their niche, they just usually they tend to go for it. And another trick is I offer them a 30-day refund if they don't like what I'm doing. So they pay me the money up front, and if they don't like it, I give them the money back.
Okay. Got it.
Not
a lot of people do that, but I mean, if that's the approach that works, obviously the whole goal is to get them results. If you're going to get them the results, obviously they're not going to ask for a refund because they're going to continue with your service and whatever it is that you're providing them, which is getting them more customers and money. So
there you go. So I'm going to tell you guys soon if somebody is not happy with the service, because the new month is starting and they're supposed to pay. And if they don't like it, they will ask for a refund, but I don't think they will.
Right. Yeah, they usually won't. So, I mean, I just interviewed someone in our mastermind group. Him and his partner, they're right there on the verge of hitting $100,000 for this month, and they used emails to get their clients.
Amazing.
and again, there's another student, Cody. You know Cody, right? In our group.
I know Cody.
He just told me yesterday he got 3 paying clients by using your tactics.
Okay, so with Cody, Cody is implementing the spirit of the mastermind hustle. This is the spirit of the mastermind hustle that every member in the mastermind and every member not in the mastermind should have. Right. He took what I told him and he private messaged me and told me he messaged 1,000 clients a day. Okay, 1,000. And then I have people that message 50 emails and they tell me, you know what, I don't get a good response rate with your emails.
Right. It's a volume.
That's the two type of people.
Yeah, it's a volume. I mean, the cold email is very similar to cold calling. I mean, there's people that just cold call, but it's a volumes number. It's a numbers game. Sales is a numbers game. I mean, that's really all it is. You can't email 10 people and expect to be making $15,000 a month because it's never going to happen. You got to put in that work. You got to put in the not the physical sweat, but just the sweat of being here on the computer and just focusing on getting clients, making money, and making a difference in your life and your family's life.
I'm telling you, a lot of people have excuses. They don't like to really hustle. They like to be in the hustling group.
Right.
They don't like to really hustle. They like to say they're hustling, but they don't really hustle.
Right.
That's what it's all about. If you put the hours to message those people and get better each time you speak with them on phone, in a month, you're going to be a beast. Guys, I sleep 3 hours a night. That's all I do. I have no job. I don't go. I can't remember the last time I went out. I don't know if it's healthy. Daniel says it's not healthy. I don't go to movies. I don't go clubbing like some people my age do. When they go clubbing, I just hustle. And this is why I get results.
Right.
It's all about that.
And not only that, but I mean, you'll have time later in the future, maybe sooner than later because of what you're making already, to go out with your wife, take her dinner, movies, maybe get a bigger house or whatever. But you got to put in the work to get to that point where you can live an enjoyable life.
There you go, man. Most people prefer to work 9 to 5 and then go out once a week and get drunk until they can't see anything and then go back to the job. In a way, it's easier. They complain a lot, but it's easier life.
Right.
For that period of time. For me, how I look about it is if I hustle this way, in a year, I will be able to live everywhere I want in the world.
Exactly.
If I want to live abroad and just move from a country to country while I'm working on my computer, I can do that. Or if I just want to, there you go. So you need to seriously ask yourself, what do you want and go with it. Right?
What's your plan for like, because we're so early in 2017, we're only 29 days into January. What's your goal, like, like where do you vision yourself to be in December by this year?
Okay, so first of all, one of the things on my list is that I want to meet you.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Wow.
There you go. And why? Because you gave a lot of value to my life, and just from like it comes from the jiu-jitsu tradition. Is like I feel like in a way you are like my teacher, and maybe it's also an army mentality. But I have a lot of respect for you, and I would like to meet you more and know you more as a friend, and not just as a teacher. That's one thing. Business goals. I want to automate this business, so I want to hire a team. That each one has his own thing, and they will keep doing the business for me. Of course, I will still be hands on the business, but not sleeping 3 hours a night.
Right.
Okay. So that's a big goal, man. Also, we want me and my wife together because my wife is still working. I don't want to retire her. She's too young to retire. She will be bored. So instead, we are looking to open something together. Thought about a cleaning business, so you can start cleaning online, and I know it works really, really well. And with the knowledge that I have for Facebook ads, I'm just going to smash it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and I mean the skill set that we have as Facebook advertisers, marketers. I mean, it's very special because we can literally take any business in almost any industry and just turn it around.
It's
really amazing. Like when you really look at it, like in that perspective.
There you go. It's priceless. Another angle that I want to give to the people before we finish is you guys are focusing way too much on one niche or two niches, which is dentists and chiros. These are good, amazing niches, but there's so many more businesses that can use the services that we give.
Right.
And one angle that me myself I was able to use is I was doing, like, I don't mind saying it, like I don't hide anything, and I know most people will not act anyways, unfortunately.
Only
so I'm not
20%.
Yeah, I hope. So you guys know that Valentine's is coming soon, and there is a lot of flower shops that need help with Facebook advertising, and I was able to find an amazing article on Reddit about a flower shop that made $60,000 in revenue from $1,000 ad spend on Valentine's.
Right. Yeah, you showed me that.
I showed you that. They gave the ad itself.
Yeah.
So they show you the ad copy, everything. All you need to do is to take this, show to a different flower shop that you want to do, show them this case that it is already made for you. Don't say you did it. Just show them and say, this is the results they got. I can give you an amazing results as well. And I'm sure nobody is attacking it. I know I gave this information a couple of days ahead to the guys in the group, and some actually already had results and messaged me. So there you go, guys. Go and get some flower shops, and don't let it stop at flower shops.
Right. I mean, just think of all these different holidays. I mean, there's so many different businesses that can.
I'm telling you, I'm sure me and you can sit 5 hours straight and speak about it. And if you can do it, if you can speak 5 hours straight about Facebook ads, check yourself. You're in the power, man.
Right. All right, Jonny. Well, hey, I mean, I appreciate it so much. You're the first student interview that I had that I was gladly able to share it with everyone here live, and I'll record it. And I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, just keep doing what you're doing. I know you're going to really grow it and take if it's an agency out, or whatever it is that you want to do with your wife with opening a different business. But I mean, there's so much that you can do, and just the spirit that you have and the hustle it's there. That's all you need.
Thanks, man. Like I said before, it means a lot coming from you. And to all my friends in the Entrepreneur Hustle group, I hope I gave you some some different angles and ways to attack it. And seriously, like what I want to say is, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, that's it.
Right. All right, Johnny. Well, hey, hopefully, because I mean, I've done jiu-jitsu as well. I've stopped for a little bit, but next time, and if we ever do meet each other this year, we can take some time and roll together on a mat. So
that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Right.
All right.
All right, Johnny. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.